It's chopping season here in the land of pumpkins going soft. I ended up with 6 pumpkins that I saved them back, and they got returned to me after they got used by direct decorations. So 3 of them are real soft. They're going to become goat food here shortly. These 3 are still pretty solid. That top one has got the top of it starting to get a little dark, but that's going to end up getting cut off anyway. So figured it'd be a good time to do a review on the Condor knives. I ended up, this is the Hudson Bay Condor. It was about $35. I reprofiled the blade, and I did some custom sanding on the handle, mainly because this surface right here was too square, and it caught on the leather going into the leather sheath. But it looks like I'm going to have to smooth out this plunge line because it's catching the same way here. But other than that, it's still doing pretty good. This is the engineer's Bolo. I did the same resurfacing of the handle on the top and the bottom, not for any other reason other than I don't really like sharp edges on my knife handles. I also reprofiled the blade. This is it's listed as 3/16, but it actually measures 5 millimeter, which is halfway in between 3/16 and 1/4. So it's a heavy blade. The whole thing weighs about 2 1/4 pounds, and it's a solid knife. It also comes with a good sheath that the knife goes in from the side and then snaps up from the side like this. But everybody wants to see some chopping, so this pumpkin's got a soft top, so probably the best way would be to lay it on its side. Try to get a better angle on it. And we'll start taking off the dark parts. Whole purpose of this is that I intend to be cooking these, but if I can't find enough good pumpkin, it smells good, then it's going to become goat food. So this does reasonably well on a soft pumpkin. Now it's starting to get the pumpkin smell. These are Howden variety pumpkin. They're openly pollinated. They did really well in our drought conditions this year. They're typically called the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, but they they've got a really sweet flavor when you cook them like a squash. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean these out, save the seeds, and then we're going to cook some squash up. So reduce this down into quarters. Take my pan. Clean the seeds out. I'm gonna cube these first, and then find out how many jars I need, and then I'll end up pressure cooking them. I'm gonna save back enough to make pies and desserts for the season. But other than that, we're just processing them before they go soft, and they're of no value to anybody. There's nothing on these pumpkins that are going to be wasted. We're as soon as I get them pulped out, everything that I cut off is going straight out to the goats, and they think pumpkins is like candy. So more power to them. I'll give them all my scraps. That was one pumpkin. That's half a pumpkin anyway. You wanted to see some chopping, so this is still got seeds in there. This is one that it grew across a vine, made an indent in it, but this one's still good and solid. There's no soft spots at all on it. And there's hardly any seeds in there either. Wow. Good deal. More to cook. Hudson Bay chops just as well. With no seeds, I don't have to worry about losing much from the stem either. Good thing about chopping these up out of the garden, you don't have to worry about where the pieces go. Yeah, this one's good and solid all the way up to the top. Just gotta take the orange off. Do a little carve on the mush, and we're done. I've got a cherry tree growing in the backyard. I'm going to cut me a dowel. It's about 4 inches across. I'm going to cut me a dowel and cut a slot that fits right in here. That way I can just use it as a bear block on the back of the Bolo and just force it through. I can see this engineer Bolo. I can see it being used more in the kitchen than anywhere else. This is the perfect size to cut a full-size pizza in one rocking motion. I've already tried that. So this is what I'm doing today. Alright, we'll call it a day so this doesn't get too long.